Action!
My name is Tatiana Antomnitz and I'll be playing Mia.
And I'm Dylan Sharon and I'll be playing Vincent. Can I have a sip of that? I'd like to know what a $5 shake tastes like.
Sure, be my guest. You can use my straw, I don't have cooties.
Yeah, but maybe I do.
Well, yeah, but maybe... Okay, sorry, can we start over?
Alright.
I read his line.
Okay.
Can I have a sip of that? I'd like to know what a $5 shake tastes like.
Sure, be my guest. You can use my straw, I don't have cooties.
Yeah, but maybe I do.
Cooties I can handle.
God damn. It's a pretty fucking good milkshake.
Told you.
I don't know if it's worth $5, but it's pretty fucking good.
Don't you hate that?
What?
Uncomfortable silences. Why do we feel it's necessary to yak about bullshits in order to feel comfortable?
I don't know.
That's when you know you found someone special. When you can just shut the fuck up for a minute and comfortably share silence.
I don't think we're there yet, but don't feel bad. We just met each other.
Okay. Are we ready?
Can I have a sip of that? I'd like to know what a $5 shake tastes like.
Be my guest! You can use my straw, I don't have cooties.
Yeah, but maybe I do.
Well, cooties I can handle.
God damn. It's a pretty fucking good milkshake.
Told ya!
I don't know if it's worth $5, but it's pretty fucking good.
Don't you hate that?
What?
Uncomfortable silences. Why do we feel it's necessary to yak about bullshits in order to be comfortable?
I don't know.
That's when you know you found someone special. When you can just shut the fuck up for a minute and comfortably share silence.
I don't think we're there yet, but don't feel bad. We just met each other.
Slate, please.
Hi, my name is Brandon Snyder, and I'll be playing the part of Mia.
And I'm Jason Green, and I'm playing Vincent.
Okay.
Hey, waiter, I asked for some...
Can I have a sip of this?
What's that?
I just want to know what a $5 shake tastes like.
Yeah, man, be my guest.
Thanks.
Use my straw, I don't have cooties or anything like that.
Yeah, maybe I do.
Okay, I can handle some cooties.
Damn, that's a good fucking milkshake.
I told you.
I don't know if it's worth $5, but it's pretty fucking good.
Don't you hate that?
What?
Uncomfortable silences. Like, why do people feel the need to yak about bullshit in order to feel comfortable?
I don't know, actually.
See, I'll tell you something. That's when you know you found something special. When you can just shut the fuck up for a minute and comfortably share silence.
I don't know if we're there yet. But don't worry. We just met.
No, well. Alright, whenever you're ready. Waiter.
Can I have a sip of this?
What's that?
I just want to know what a $5 shake tastes like.
Be my guest. You can use my straw. I don't have cookies.
But what if I do?
I don't care about cookies.
Oh, jeepers, that's a good fucking milkshake.
I told you.
I don't know if it's worth $5, but it is pretty fucking good.
Don't you hate that?
What?
Uncomfortable silences. You know, why do people feel the need to yak about bullshit?
I don't know.
That's when you know you found someone real special. When you can shut the fuck up for a minute
I don't think we're there yet. But don't feel bad. We just met on Tinder.
And action.
You forgot a lot of lines back there. Maybe more than that. In fact, what you forgot assumes that you know nothing at all. I'd like to take this opportunity to tell you that you also forgot to go fuck yourself. Don't look so shocked. This is the first time I've said anything, but this isn't a random outburst. I'm just good at biting my tongue. At this point, though, I've taken too much of your conceit. By the way, calling me weird is actually a huge compliment. Thank you. Now, you look down on your nose at me for the entire project, but really, you're just a naive kid who's never been out far behind the orange curtain. Your family's wealth, which you take for granted. You've never seen anything else, but you're so damn sure that your world and your way are the best and you are the coolest. I think you know who you're talking to because my mistakes have been documented. I admit them. But really, the biggest drama you seem to endure in your life is which fake-tittied ex-housewife of Orange County you're going to bang each week. As for me, I have no regrets and can say at least I got out there and did something. What I've been through could make several movies, which means I have accumulated a wealth of experience which I can draw from. As an artist, you are mostly looks. You should be a model. There doesn't seem to be a lot of creativity required for that. You aren't really an artist, so stop looking at me like you're so fucking cool. People don't really like you as much as they like your money anyways. Cut and print. That's a take, and I don't have anything more to say to you except please don't waste any more of my time fumbling over your fucking lines.
And action.
I didn't go to the moon. I went to the movies. In Amsterdam. A long, lonely trip working my way on a freighter. They had good movies in Amsterdam. They weren't in English, but I didn't really care. And as for my mother and brother, well, they were impossible to live with, so I didn't miss them. Or so I thought. For something pursued me. It always came upon me unaware. It always caught me by surprise. Sometimes it would be a swizzle stick in someone's vodka glass, or sometimes it would just be a jar of pig's feet. But then all of a sudden, my brother touches my shoulder and my mother puts her hands around my neck, and everywhere I look, I'm reminded of them. And in all the bars I go to, there are those damn swizzle sticks everywhere. I find myself thinking of my brother Lawrence, and of his collection of glass, and of my mother. I begin to think their story would maybe make a good novel, or even a play. A mother's hopes, a brother's dreams, pathos, humors, even tragedy. But then I lose interest. I really don't have the energy. So I'll leave them both dimly lit in my memory. For nowadays, the world is lit by lightning, and when we get those colored lights going, it feels like I'm on LSD, or some other drug. Or maybe it's the trick of memory, or the memory of some trick. Play with your cocktail stirrers, Lawrence, and so goodbye.
Okay. Whenever you're ready.
This watch I got here was first purchased by your great-granddaddy. It was bought during the First World War in a little journal store in Knoxville, Tennessee. It was bought by Private Doughboy Ernie Coolidge the day he set sail for Paris. It was your great-granddaddy's war watch, made by the first company to ever make wristwatches. You see, up until then, people just carried pocket watches. Your great-granddaddy wore that watch every day he was in the war. Then, when he had done his duty, he went home to your great-grandmother, took the watch off his wrist, and put it on an old coffee can. And in that can it stayed till your grandfather, Dane Coolidge, was called upon his country to go overseas and fight the Germans once again. This time they called it World War II. Your great-granddaddy gave it to your granddad for good luck. Unfortunately, Dane's luck wasn't as good as his old man's. Your granddad was a Marine, and he was killed with all the other Marines at the Battle of Wake Island. Your granddad was facing death, and he knew it. None of the boys had any illusions about ever leaving that island alive. So 3 days before the Japanese took the island, your 22-year-old grandfather asked a gunner on Air Force transport named Winaki, a man he had never met in his life, to deliver it to his infant son, who had never seen in the flesh his gold watch. 3 days later, your grandfather was dead, but Winaki kept the word. After the war was over, he paid a visit to your grandmother, delivering your infant father his dad's gold watch. This watch was your dad's watch, and he wore it on his left wrist. When he was shot down over Hanoi, he was captured and put it in the Vietnamese prison camp. Now he knew if the Gooks ever saw the watch, it'd be confiscated. The way your daddy looked at it, that watch was the bright light, and he'd be damned if the slopheads were to put their greasy yellow hands on his boy's bright light. So he hid it in the one spot he knew it would not get confiscated. In his butthole. Then, when he died of dentistry, he gave me the watch. I hid with uncomfortable hunk of metal up my ass for 2 years. Then after 7 years, I was sent home to my family. And now, little man, I give the watch to you.
Action.
Well, music's officially a hobby. He's painting now and writing letters to magazines and newspapers. He's very meticulous. He'll spend up to a week writing a response to a music review. He's incredibly smart. Maybe too smart. I don't know. We're doing very well. I don't know where to begin. What can I tell you? It seems I'm pregnant, and it's really early, so I haven't told anyone. I mean, I haven't told Malcolm or Ingrid. We'll see. I hope so. Things are good. We did a couple seminar 2 months ago or so in Maine. They give you exercises and things to do. I don't know if you're convinced, but we got engaged right afterwards. The guy who runs it, Strickland, wrote a really interesting book about loving, which I'll lend you if you want. But only if you'll read it, because I need it back. There are notes in the margins. Well, I'm not going to lend it to you if you're not going to read it.
Thank you. And action.
Hi, I'm Lauren, and I'll be reading Justine from The Good Girl. As a girl, you can see the world like a giant candy store filled with sweet candy and such. But one day you look around and see a prison, and you're on death row. You want to run or scream or cry, but something's locking you up. Are the other folks cows, chewing cud till the hour comes and their heads roll? Or are they just keeping quiet like you, planning their escape? Attention shoppers, there's a retail rodeo special in aisle 3. Liquid drain cleaner, 2 12-ounce cans for $5. Liquid drain cleaner has churning power and will churn right through your pipes. Ladies, shove something clean and new right up your filthy pipes. Liquid drain cleaner in aisle 3. Have a good day, and thank you for shopping at Retail Rodeo. I don't know if I'll ever get out of here. I keep waking up. Sometimes I think that I'm living in a dream or some sort of purgatory. Maybe I can break free someday. I just don't know if that day will ever come.
And action.
Hi, I'm Helene. I'm reading Annie from Sleepless in Seattle. I'm not the sort of person who listens to call-in radio shows. You know, you think I don't know that. I know that's a dumb way to begin, but it's the only way I can think to convey what happened to me the other night when I heard of the two of you on the radio. On the other hand, maybe I'm just losing my mind. I'm going to marry Walter. I just have to get this out of my system. I should say something in this about magic. What if this man is my destiny and I'll never meet him? I want to meet you. On top of the Empire State Building, at sunset, on Valentine's Day.